Good morning, English 149. This is Grant. Happy Monday of, I can't believe it, it's our last week of class. This has been an amazing journey with y'all. Okay, so a couple things I just want you to keep in mind as we're wrapping up is just make sure that you're going back through the course requirements. I do not want any of you to miss out on points. So make sure that you take a look at, I put how I grade participation in the rubric here so you know what that is. But make sure that you've gone into the forums and you've posted something so I know that you have interacted with the reading or your classmates. So most of you have completed the podcast. If not, please reach out to me so we can discuss what your topics are and to schedule a time. So at this point, you've done all three feeders. So I will be grading feeder 3 because most of you turned it in last night. I also will post in the announcement. I know there was some issues with the Dropbox feeder 3. I'm going to give you a Google Drive link that you can upload that while I figure out what was going on with Box last night. Okay, so now we're getting into the kind of culmination of your work on thinking about fan fiction, thinking about multimodal composition. So we're going to bring everything together. So the video project, which is going to be your largest point value of the class, we're going to be completing that by Wednesday. And the reason why I have it on Wednesday is on Thursday's class, we're going to be discussing, and I'm going to be getting from you questions that you might want to see on the final exam. So there's going to be, the first part is going to be 5 terms that you're going to select from a list of 8, and you're going to define the term and give an example from one of the texts that we watched or read in the class. And then the second part I'm going to ask for your help on. We're going to have a couple essays, and I'm going to ask for your help in crafting some essay questions. The other option is to do an original paper or podcast or another video in lieu of doing the final exam. So you can see there's the same point value. So if you'd like to do that, please reach out to me today so we can get a proposal going. And the final paper will be due at the same time, pretty much as the final exam. I have it at noon, and you'll see the final exam is due at 3. So the reason I do that is just in case, you just get overwhelmed with trying to do this paper and you just can't get it done. You should be able to complete the exam in 3 hours. So, worst case scenario, if you try a paper and it just doesn't work, you can take the test anyway. Don't forget bonus points. It's been a while since I've seen Instagram posts. So remember, you can get a maximum of 2 extra credit posts for 2 different posts on our Instagram page. Or I will be hosting a lot of office hours this week. But if none of those times work out, you can meet with me and I can still count that as a office hour. Okay. So just, take a look at the course requirements as we're going into the end of the class here, right? So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you, what the kind of options you can do and what I'm looking for in terms of these video projects, okay? Y'all have done such a great job so far that I think these are going to be great, but I want you to just think about what the video essay genre can give us, okay? So the first one here I'm going to show you is Westworld. This is a Nerd Writer video. So please just kind of take a listen, and I'll come back and talk about it in just a second.
Into a speedy delivery, almost slipping over the words until the final 2, which, coupled with eye contact,
Okay. So you might not really hear the audio on that, but that doesn't matter. You can see that he's giving us the line from the script, right? And he's showing how the actor, Anthony Hopkins, is saying that line. And then he has that O that kind of follows the face, right? And what he's doing is he's showing how the script is performed, right? And I can see, like, you can't do this in other mediums. You could not write a paper and do this, right? So I want you to think about when you're crafting these videos, like, what is something you can't do on paper that you can do in the video, okay? So that's just one example. The other one here is about a Rihanna song, and we're going to play it here.
Deceptively bouncy beat to Rihanna's latest single, Work.
Okay, so you didn't need to see a lot of that, but what you want to see is, like, not only is, there's sound, but he's using the visualization down here to visualize how the song is going up and down, right? If you would play it on a computer, and he's also putting the lyrics, right? So he's exploiting the medium of video to give us more than just listening to the song, right? So not only can you do this visually, but you can also do this with music, okay? So that's one example. So those are kind of both examples of video essays. For those of you that are doing fan fiction videos, I thought I'd show you just a couple examples of what I think are pretty excellent ones. So this is the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. So this is an adaptation, kind of an adaptation of Jane Austen that's done in vlog form. But I just want you to kind of see how this is different in a couple different ways than the source text.
It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. My mom gave each of us one of these last Christmas. I have yet to wear it ever. Who am I? I'm a 24-year-old girl.
Okay, so again, so it's interesting that there's text. The famous lines are put on a T-shirt that someone can wear, and then you can see the intentional cuts make it kind of seem like a vlog, seem like real and not fiction, right? And so this is a way that you can create a fan fiction idea by kind of taking the source text and remaking it. I mean, this one definitely rides the line between adaptation and fan fiction, but I think in terms of our class, it doesn't do a lot to talk about vlog or the source text, but it does do the source text in a new, interesting way that I think brings people to the text and brings interest back to Pride and Prejudice. All right. The other one I want to found was this great Harry Styles fan fiction video.
Feel bad I haven't written you since our argument. I'm sorry about that, but there's another reason why it's been so long. I'm going to catch you up on everything.
Okay, so what I think might be interesting here is that there's nothing in this first couple seconds, and it's meant to kind of make you concentrate on the voice. I think we could have made this one better by putting the text up while the recording's happening, but obviously that's going to be more difficult. But I do like the fact that we have a black screen here, so we can really concentrate on the words.
Read on. You should sit down. Don't read any further unless you are sitting down, okay?
Okay. So you can see like the way that you're using stock footage, but recontextualizing it with text and also background music, bringing all those kind of elements together to create more of a story. You see, there's not a lot of text on the screen. So, that makes that text a little more powerful. And this is visually driven. So that's where I'm trying to show you that I think, some of these best videos are really visually driven, where the audio, it doesn't lean on the audio, but the audio and the visual work together. So I hope this was kind of helpful to show you what's possible. But, whatever route you go in this project, I want you to think about how the visual medium helps you to write more compelling work, right, than you would normally do in a traditional written essay. So please reach out to me if you have any questions. What you're going to be doing tonight is you're going to be making your draft video, and I'm going to have you download Camtasia, which is the same software I typically use for screen capture, and we're going to do a peer review by watching each other's videos and commenting on them. So I look forward to kind of seeing your draft videos. Again, I will be giving you feedback on your feeder 3s today, and I look forward to seeing what y'all can do. Thanks. Have a wonderful Monday.